All right. Good afternoon. Well, it's 7:47, so I'll just say afternoon. My name is Coach Big Pete of Deep Dish Football. Please follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. A quick reminder: December 1st is the third annual Deep Dish Football free FREE recruiting seminar. Be sure you check it out. It's from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. If you're interested, you must RSVP. Emails coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Wednesday and Thursday, Deep Dish Football Live. Be sure you check it out. From 8 o'clock, go more into this game of IC versus St. Francis. It's going to be a wonderful game. I'm really excited about going there Friday night. So let's get into IC for the season so far in the roster. As everyone knows, Danny Cronin, unbelievable transfer from Fenwick. He's done a remarkable job at IC, DB, linebacker, quarterback. But very impressed with Danny Cronin. Good arm. I would say top three, top five quarterback for the state of Illinois, no doubt about that. Kyle Franklin, running back. The kid's an absolute stud. He had a hell of a game last year against St. Francis. I think he's going to have a good game this year as well. Kevin Cook, underrated linebacker, gets the job done. Good with his reads. Tommy Ryan, wide receiver, former quarterback. I think he plays a little bit more quarterback, if I'm not mistaken. Probably am wrong, but I do apologize for that. But Tommy Ryan's another kid, athletic kid. Chauncey Lee deserves more talking about. The defensive back, wide receiver. Kobe Reed, defensive tackle that I really, really do like. Especially he could play that zero technique if he could in college. But he's definitely a big mover and shaker for IC. IC's got a couple few of the young offensive linemen, the Nikowski guys I like, the brothers. They got a good offensive line. Again, like I said, very there's a strong misunderstanding with IC football. They have a lot of two-way players that play two ways. There's these kids, little on the undersized, but they're hard workers. They they establish themselves with a mental toughness that Coach Kraft has installed in those kids. And I think it's one of the more misunderstood points about IC that a lot of people do not understand. They just think, oh, it's a private school and all this other stuff. They really they play like a team. That's what matters. For them to get all those wins, to get those state titles, I think that people need to understand that town can win, but again, mental discipline, um, overall basically, you got kids playing two ways. You don't see that a lot, and IC does. And IC does a wonderful job. So definitely a great team. But definitely Danny Cronin, impressive. Kyle Franklin, always impressive. He's going to probably be a Division One running back, no doubt about that one. I don't think that'd be much of a surprise. Justin Hall, keep an eye out for Justin Hall, by the way. They got another DB. I'm sorry, he's transferred. But yeah, overall, great team for the thing. They got a good defensive end that I just did an interview with. Alonzo Howard, by the way. Keep an eye out for that kid, too. Now we go into the schedule of IC. Eltoff Catholic, they're having an okay season. Joliet Catholic, they could get over 500 into the playoffs. They beat Joliet Catholic. They beat Wheaton Academy. Their big game was Bishop McNamara. They almost lost the game to Bishop Mac. Bishop Mac is a good team, but they beat Bishop Mac. That's my key win. Aurora Christian, they win. St. Edwards, they win. And now they're St. Francis. Their last game is also another big game. I keep an eye out for Riverside Brookfield. St. Francis beat them last week. But again, could be a good game as IC takes on Riverside Brookfield in the last week of the season. Now we get into the 4A playoffs, and we talk about teams that could give a little bit of a challenge to IC. I see Richmond Burden. I see a Coal City. I see definitely Rochester. Derek Leonard. Well, if they go against Derek Leonard, that is probably one of the best games in the state in the year. No doubt about that. Because you got a chess match between two coaching staffs, and Derek Leonard will have a game plan to try and get over IC. But that'd be a great game to watch. IVC is another team to look out for. The Illinois Valley, I think they're 4A now too. Stillman Valley's an undefeated team. But again, for me, I think IC's got a clear road to the state title game at the Kelb, no doubt about it. I'm hoping for an IC versus Rochester game. I think it'd be one of the best games again. I think it'd be an unbelievable game. I'd be really excited. Definitely be covering that game for definitely. But again, they got a clear road. I don't see anyone challenging them until we get into the semifinals. No doubt about that. I think what's going to be interesting again is if IC has to go to away field and someone has a mistakenly water main break on the field, that might slow down an IC team, but we'll see what happens. It's going to be a good playoff season in 4A because literally 4A is tough. This 4A is a tough class to crack, no doubt about it. Again, if you like my work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal. Follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com. Deep Dish Football Live, 8 p.m. And on Wednesday and Thursday, talking more about this game. But that is it for the IC preview.